This week we're setting out on an adventure exploring the beauty that's a little closer to home.
I can't explain how relaxing this is right now. There's absolutely no phone signal. It's just me, the van, the fire and the river.
From peaceful riversides and rolling hills in the south to the untamed wildlife of the west.
And in a few hours, much of that water will be in Birmingham. Safe to say I'm not jealous of it.
Our journey continues north into dramatic valleys, shifting skies and weather that changes by the minute.
In fact, we've had rain, then blue skies and sun, then rain, all in the space of about 10 minutes, which is what you get when you come to Wales.
We'll be crossing the width and breadth of Wales, discovering every corner of this rugged and beautiful country.
Oh my god.
Out there.
Oh my god, there's loads of them.
And taking me on this journey is my trusty camper van, which will be pushing to its limits on the steep and narrow Welsh roads.
Right, so today I'm on the way to a road that's been nicknamed Devil's Staircase, and it's probably one of the steepest roads in the country.
Will we make it to the top? Will the van survive? And what will we find along the way?
Well guys, that is it. There's a 2-ton limit on this road, so we can't go anywhere.
So join me on this 4-part adventure to uncover the wild beauty waiting just a little closer to home, because sometimes you don't have to travel the world to find it.
Good evening and welcome to another video. This week, I'm not in an air raid alert in the east of Ukraine. I'm not on the stunning banks of the River Nile in Luxor, Egypt. No, I'm in Wales. Wait, don't click off the video yet, hear me out. You don't always have to travel halfway across the world to have the best experiences and adventures. Sometimes you can find them right on your doorstep. That's why today we're travelling through Wales to see the beautiful scenery that this amazing country has to offer. So join me as I travel through Wales in my van and we see what this country has to offer. Check it out. Check it out, the beautiful Gower of South Wales, the starting point for our adventure. And we're currently heading to the Great Cairn for sunset, where we can get a view over this beautiful landscape. Let's go. Wow, what a view that is. And that's not even the Great Cairn. This is, I was just looking on Google Maps, and this is King Arthur's Stone Dolmen. I'm not actually sure what it is, but the view around it is spectacular. The lighting this evening is just amazing. I've come at the absolute perfect time. The colours of all the foliage around is this amazing orange colour, and it just complements the lighting in a perfect way. You see the stunning landscape of South Wales, the Gower area of outstanding natural beauty. It certainly is. Wow. A bit more difficult to climb than I thought, so maybe not. Onwards to try and see if we can find the Great Cairn. Hopefully it's not too difficult. I mean, you imagine a massive cairn would be quite easy to find, but I can't see it right now. Should be somewhere down this way. The view here of the rest of the Gower is amazing, and it's actually quite hazy, but that just makes it even more dramatic, I think. You can see the sun there, and there we go. I think we found the Great Cairn. I'm on the top of the world up here. There you go. Wow. Just as the sun is setting. It's not meant to set for another 25 minutes, but There's a bank of cloud on the horizon, which is gonna, you can see the light getting thinner and disappearing and fading. There's birds flying over the horizon. This is just amazing. There's no one around. Well, there's a few people, but hardly anyone. You can still come to places like this and feel like you're on your own and you're the only one in the world. It's a great feeling. So, as I mentioned earlier, we're currently on the Gower Peninsula in South Wales, and we're going to be going on an epic road trip through West Wales, Mid Wales, all the way up to North Wales. And I'm not exactly sure of the exact route yet. I haven't planned it, but that's part of the adventure. It's going with the flow. Where's the weather good? Where are the good views? Where's the nature? And we're just going to explore and see what we come across. And where we are now in the Gower, look at this stunning nature. And we're only 25 minutes away from the second biggest city in Wales, Swansea. You wouldn't believe it looking at the landscape that we're just 20 minutes from a massive city. We're so close to Swansea, and yet there's no one around. There's no one up here. I mean, there's no one here. A lot of people come to the Gower, but they go to Rhossili and Three Cliffs Bay. I mean, Rhossili was voted Britain's best beach for multiple years. So those places are absolutely rammed with tourists. You have to pay so much for parking, but you come here, you park for free, and you get a better view than Rhossili, and you get it all to yourself. And here we are, the local residents of the Gower, enjoying their dinner while the sun's setting over there. It's a beautiful scene. It looks like they've absolutely devoured this patch of landscape. Either that or there's been some sort of fire, because these bushes are completely bare. I'll see you later, friends. Onwards on our journey with that amazing view in front of me. Check it out. And this is the vehicle that's going to be taking us on the road trip, but you can't really see it now, so I'll show you that tomorrow. And now it's that time of the day where I need to find somewhere to park up for the night. I would love to stay up here on top of the hill with this amazing view, but according to Park for Night, I'm not allowed to stay here, although I don't see any signs, but I'm not going to risk it this time. So I'm going to head to somewhere about 10 minutes away in the Gower and see if that is free and see if that's a suitable park up for the night. Come on. There we go, come on. Thank you very much. Well, here we go. This is the park up I've found. Just need to get parked up somewhere. It seems all right. It is right next to the road, but I don't really mind that. So there's no one else here. I've got it to myself. So yeah, it looks pretty decent. We're all nicely parked up in the corner, and check out the van. Can't wait to show you more of this tomorrow. Well, I've just been reading some of the reviews for the park up here, and I wish I didn't now. So someone 3 months ago said, I used to sleep here quite often, but last week I and 2 other vans have been attacked with fireworks from a bunch of people who clearly wanted to intimidate us and having fun threatening other people. So that doesn't sound good. I mean, I really hope that doesn't happen. That would not be good. And then if I scroll down, there's another review. Here's another one. Nice view, but an angry man parked up behind me and kept honking his horn. Not a bad place, although the road next to it is quite busy, but don't stay. Someone banging on the back window of the van around 1:30 AM. Creepy, we left. Well, I hope no one's going to be banging on my van at 1:30 AM. That is not a nice experience. Hopefully we get lucky. And if none of that happens, then this place should be quite nice. Right, so I'm just heading out in the van now. I've spent the whole day working today, and I'm just heading up now to hopefully what is going to be a spectacular view over the south of Wales. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to see, but I've seen online that it should be a pretty good view. I've heard this road is an amazing drive to do, especially at sunset during golden hour. So let's see what we get at the top. Here we go, we're starting to climb the hill now. Wow, the view's amazing. Wow. Here we go, this is the spot here. Can we pull in? Yep. Wow, that view is amazing. Wow, yes. Let's get over this bump, pull into this park up here. Now, this is looking a bit narrow for my van, but we'll see what we can do. Let's check out this view. Wow, 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 wow. Check that out. The wonderful Welsh landscape. Wow. And the van has made it up here in one piece, just about. I wouldn't want to go up anything steeper, I don't think. Yeah, it does struggle on the hills. I just about fit in the parking space, although, did I touch it? Yeah, oh, that's why the van stopped rolling back, because it has literally hit the grass there. That's the problem with such a big van in such a small car park. I'm not going to be here long, it doesn't matter. Once again, I've come up here at the absolute perfect time. The lighting is amazing. If you're interested, the road I'm travelling on is the pass between Amanford and Morriston, and the road is about 10 miles of stunning views across the South Wales landscape. And our next stop is going to be the wind farm, which you can see just up here, and I've heard there's spectacular views, especially at sunset up there. Now, actually, to get a view like this is extremely rare in Wales. This probably is the only sunny day of the entire year. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit there, but normally this would be covered in cloud and rain and storms, and you wouldn't get to enjoy the beauty. So I've got very lucky here, and actually yesterday as well I was very lucky. So we'll see how long that luck continues for. Right, let's continue on with the journey before it gets too dark. Wow guys, check out this road. That is absolutely beautiful. There's an oncoming car. How are we going to pass this? This could be interesting. Oh no, there's just about enough room. Thank you very much. Lovely. I'm just going to let these guys go. I'll wait here for them. Thank you, mate. Well guys, I know I'm definitely probably not allowed to stop on this road, but I couldn't resist pulling over quickly to get some photos of the van. Check out the view. There we have the wind farm. Look at the van. Looks like an absolute beast in this scene. Wow. Onwards along the pass we go. And that's a steep hill we've got to start off. Wow. The van doesn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really hope I don't come across another car here because there's nowhere to pass them. But that view is absolutely spectacular. Nowhere to stop though, unfortunately. Watch out, cattle on the road. It's not the traffic I'm used to. Goodbye, see you later. So the sun's gone behind the hill now, so there's no sun in this valley, but the view is still spectacular and the light is hitting those mountains and the wind farm over there is just amazing. And the van is at a very odd angle here, but I think I've just about parked it, but it's worth it to enjoy this spectacular view. Oh, there we go. That was a tough one to get out of. Well, I've just come round that hill that was blocking the sun, and it's safe to say the sun is back out now. The lighting is so good. I just hope there's somewhere that I can pull over. Here we go. I'm in another private road, but wow, was that worth the stop. This has got to be one of the coolest roads in South Wales, and I didn't even know it existed until about half an hour ago, and I'm so glad I've come up here for sunset. The cows really don't know how good they've got it. They have got some view. Wow. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but over there in the distance you can see the Gower Peninsula, and the hill on the horizon over there is where we were yesterday enjoying the sunset, and my park up was just down the hill from that on the edge of the sea over there. Well, this is some unique traffic again. Going at a solid 2 miles an hour here. Cheers, mate. Well, that's the ingredients for dinner sorted. Right, so I'm currently heading north from Swansea, deep into the Brecon Beacons, to what is often considered one of the best driving roads in the entire country. Its name is the Black Mountain Pass, and it's got a very good reputation amongst the driving community. So today we're going to be seeing how this 4-ton van copes on the steep and winding roads over the mountain pass on one of the UK's best roads. I'm almost certain that last time I drove up here all these roads were 20 mile an hour, because obviously Wales being the first country of the United Kingdom to implement the standard 20 mile an hour limit instead of the normal 30 mile an hour limit. But I think what they've done is they've taken all these roads and they've turned them into 30s now, so I don't have to sit at 20 miles an hour in this van. I'm starting to be able to see the moors there over on the horizon. Now, those roads look like they're going to be very steep. And here's our turn to Brecon. While the roads are certainly starting to get steeper as we approach the start of the road. And here we are, this is the official start of the Black Mountain Pass. Here we go, let's see if the van can make it up the hill. Well, we're only about 30 seconds into the drive and I already had to pull over because that view is amazing. Check it out. And we're lucky enough that we might even get a slight bit of a sunset over there. It's been very overcast all day, but it looks like we might get slightly lucky. And check out the van. Onwards and upwards. It looks like the road isn't as steep as I expected, so we should be alright in the van. Come on, there we go. Wow, we're just 5 minutes out of the town at the beginning of this road, and it feels like we're in a completely different world. The land's barren, there's no human infrastructure in sight, there's no trees, it's just moorland, rocks and grasses, and of course the stunning view off to my right here. Here we go, check this view out, look at that. The clouds just about clearing on the horizon, and we might be in store for an amazing sunset. What a road to be driving on in this van. And I think next we're heading further down that way around the road and we'll get a different view on the other side. Wow, I can't get over how cool this road is. Just wow. This view is so good. Well, I think I'm going to try and head up this hill a bit and see if we can get a better view. I think there's some sort of quarry or mines over here. I don't know if we'll get that far, but I'm just going to get over this hill here because it looks like it could be good. Here we go. This doesn't look natural, this looks somewhat man-made. Who knows what used to be there. But more importantly, check out the view. Wow. I've come all the way here to Wales and the weather has just been amazing. I think I've got so lucky. Yet another great sunset. It's really not what I expected from this place. Check out the view, guys. Oh, what have we got here? What does that say? Nanny mags, and then some numbers. This is something to do with the old mine. And then over here, there we go, that's a bit of a drop. We have one of the many scars to the landscape from the mining industry. Oh, I think it's quite stunning, to be honest. Look at the size of the excavations here, the scale of the operation. Check it out. Wow. I don't want to get too close to the edge. Wow. What does it look like? Does it look steep on camera? It's certainly steep in real life. There we go, we've got the light hitting the hill over there. Can you see the rabbit down there? I'm trying to be quiet. There we go. Or is that a hare? Might be a hare, I don't know. Well, this channel's full of wildlife, isn't it? I'm spoiling you all. I wasn't even expecting to see anything on this trip, and check it out. Well, you might be wondering how I get that shot, and I literally just leave my camera on the side of the road. You might think I'm crazy, but I mean, I think it's pretty much worth it for that shot. You tell me in the comments. Right, this looks like a good place to pull in. Let's see if we can get parked up here for a minute. Wow, this is going to be an epic view of the van. Wow. Well guys, I know I've been saying check out the view a lot, but wow, this is the one. That is the view. If there's one view you need to see from this road, it is that one. Wow. So for tonight's park up, I'm going to try and find somewhere down in the valley down here, so the road continues around there and takes you down into this stunning valley, and I'm going to try and find a park up down there somewhere. I'd love to stay up here, but this is probably the most slanted car park I've ever seen, so it wouldn't exactly be ideal to try and sleep here. Right, let's head down this road before it gets too dark and try and find a park up. Right, so here is a quick little tutorial if you're wondering how I get these flyby shots. So first of all, I found a place where I can easily turn around twice to fly past the camera, turn around, come back, get the camera, set up the camera, all that stuff. So I found my spot here on this nice bend, forgot my camera, I'm going to press record and then quickly run back to my van because I have to leave my camera there, spin the van around, go back up the hill, come back down. Let's do it. Right, let's see if we can get the van turned around. Nothing coming. Let's go. So the camera, the sheep just ran past it. Head back up the hill to the other place I've found to turn around. And we are racing against time here because obviously I'm leaving my camera on the side of the road, but it's all worth it. Here is our turnaround spot. It is just a side road. Now, very quickly, we're going to go back down the other way. And what we've really got to hope on here is that there's no one behind me or in front of me, so I can get a nice clean shot with just the van in it. No cars in front of me, camera is coming up here on the right. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Right, we're all parked up. Let's go and retrieve the camera. And hopefully it's still standing and recording. Perfect, there we are, still recording. And that's how you get the shot if you're interested. Right, so I've just spent the past half an hour trying to work out where I should park up, where's a good park up for the night. And it dawned on me, why don't I just stay where I am? I mean, it's a really great spot, great views, I've got phone signal, it's nice and peaceful and quiet, I'm on my own, lovely river. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay here for the night. And I would show you now, but I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see it. I've got all the lights on the van and there will be an epic view there in the morning. I've managed to just about get the van level, and down here, you can probably hear but not see, we have a stream and the bridge. I think this is going to be a great night's sleep and I can't wait to show you the full spot in the morning. Now I'm going to do something a bit different this evening. I'm going to do a cooking segment, something I didn't really think I'd ever do. Now, I'm no cook, but I think the meal I'm going to cook today is one of the best things that I can create. And I thought it might be interesting to show you how I go about cooking in such a small space, and also how I cook in a fully electric setup. So if you haven't seen this before, this is my kitchen area. We've got the sink, the induction hob, the air fryer, the kettle. We've got a spice rack here, lots of food storage above, and a fridge and more storage below. But the most important thing for today is the ingredients. And this, I think, is everything I should need for the meal. Any guesses based off the ingredients? Now, quite often when I'm cooking in the van, I'll just do something simple that I can shove in the air fryer for 15 minutes, or maybe I'll just boil some pasta up. Something simple, minimal washing up, minimal mess, and just something that's easy to cook in this environment. But today, for some reason, I'm not doing that. I'm going to be cooking a Spanish chicken and chorizo paella. I've not actually cooked this meal in the van before, so this is going to be interesting to see if I've got enough room. And also, I'm not looking forward to dealing with the mess after. So without further ado, let's get started. Now I'm going to need to get the frying pan off, which is easier said than done. It's in this cupboard here. Now, I rarely ever use the frying pan, so it's tucked away in the side bit here. Hopefully, there we go. Right, I'm going to need to clear some space, so... Yep, that works. Right, first things first, chop the carrot and the chorizo. That's the carrot and chorizo chopped, so we're just going to put that to one side. So you can see the pan is on 800 watts. And we are currently drawing, you can't see, but we are drawing 77 amps. So 774 watts of AC loads. So to use all electric cooking, you've got to have a pretty beefy battery setup. Well, first up into the pan is the chicken. Please excuse me for using a wooden spatula. That is literally all I've got in the van. Very limited utensils here. And I haven't pre-chopped the chicken, as I prefer to just sort of chop it up in the pan. I think it's just easier, less mess, which is the main thing to think about when cooking in a van. So the chicken is starting to brown, so I'm going to add the veg now. In go the carrots. And we can't forget the mixed peppers. That max air fan is going on, it's getting super hot in here. I think I'm going to add some of the herbs and spices now. So we've got some sage, oregano, and some smoked paprika, and a bit of salt and pepper. Let's give that a good mix to get all the flavours going. So I'm now going to add the chorizo and the risotto rice because I just want to get it cooking. I should probably also add that this is not one meal, I'm batch cooking here. So that's another great thing to do in a camper van. It just means I don't have to cook every single day. I can just heat this up for the next few days, save on washing up, save on cooking. Right, so I don't have a jug, so I've had to make my stock up in a saucepan like this. But I think it works. So now we're going to need to add this to the rice so it will cook properly. So we'll just give it a gentle mix around, and then after that we're just going to let it simmer for about half an hour until the rice is fully cooked. Sometimes when you're in your camper van, you just have to remind yourself where you are. You're not just in a normal residential building. No, you're cooking Spanish paella in the middle of nowhere, outside a stream, and you can't see anything right now, but trust me, in the morning, this view is going to be incredible. There you go, I've put the lights on, but sometimes I forget how insane the scene is. I'm just cooking dinner, and there's a stream outside with an amazing view. You can't get this any other way other than being in a camper van, which is why I love it so much. Right, so this has been simmering for about 30 minutes now, and I think it's looking pretty done. So I'm going to plate it up. Right, so there we have it, one plate of Spanish paella. Time to enjoy this food because I am really hungry. Well, good morning. I just had to come on this morning and show you where I spent the night last night, because wow, it might just be one of the best park ups I've ever stayed at. Check this out. Check this out, the van's over there. We've got a lovely stream here, goes up the mountain, the road curves around here, and we've got an amazing view. And wow, look at that, the sun has just come out. This is amazing. Right, and with that I'm going to hit the road and start heading north into mid Wales, where we're going to explore more beautiful roads and stunning scenery.